Welcome back to Central Valley Talk, where we come here every day to meet people who are interesting. We only put on interesting people. Have you ever noticed that? We let you on once boring, then we don't ask you back. So if you see guests over and over, it's because they're so interesting. You could be on our show, by the way. All you have to do is go to our web channel, CentralValleyTalk.com, and click the button that says, I want to be a guest. You fill out a little form, and the next thing you know, you're on the show. So please do that. We have to get about 20 or 30 interesting people every week to come on our show. So it's a full-time job just attracting guests. We want you to come. By the way, if you're watching us live now on CentralValleyTalk.com, that's very cool. But you could also see us on our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, type Central Valley Talk. It will pop up. You can see us on our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We are everywhere, CentralValleyTalk.com. So please tune in and watch, but more important, be a guest. We'd love to have you as a guest. Our next guest is Crystal Cosmo, who comes all the time now. First, you had all kinds of time to come because your business was shut down because of COVID.
Right.
And what's your industry? What do you do?
I do hair, body waxing, and lashes.
Okay, so that's a cosmetologist.
Yes,
then.
yeah.
And during COVID, they wouldn't let you do it.
No, I mean, still my primary business, which is body waxing, is still closed. So.
Oh, body waxing's closed still.
No, actually, only hair services.
Wow.
So only actual salons, barbershops. No lashes, no facials, no waxing services, and no nails.
Wow, your main business.
Yeah, about 60% of the industry is still out of work.
Are people not able to get pedicures right now?
No.
Wow, I didn't know.
I mean, not unless outside.
Outside, yeah. Who wants to sit outside and get a pedicure?
I can't ask. I just don't feel comfortable subjecting my clients not
Yeah.
only to the extreme heat that we have here in Fresno.
Yeah.
I mean, luckily it's starting to cool down a little bit, but now we have the fires.
And smoke.
Yeah, who
It's
wants to
always
breathe that air?
And was it you that said, you're doing all this stuff with chemicals and you can't be outside next door to a restaurant?
Right.
You said that.
Hair
right?
blowing around. I mean, in
Hair blowing around, yeah.
in my salon, I can get fined for a single hair being in any one of my drawers. Even just water being left in the bottom of my sink is a fine.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, it's okay to perform these services in a parking lot where we can't disinfect or sanitize anything.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense.
And by the way, we talked about this before, but your industry is the cleanest industry there is, right?
Right up there
Everything's
with the healthcare.
disinfected.
Yeah.
Like you said, no hair, not even one speck of hair anywhere. And everything's combs or whatever you use are disinfected,
all disinfected
every
with
time.
hospital-grade disinfectants. I mean, it literally kills AIDS, so.
Yeah. Yeah. And it would seem that you'd be the last ones to be shut down. In fact, they
You
should
would
get
think
you
so.
guys to do some other services that we're missing, so
Right.
because you know how to handle stuff like that.
Right.
So it got so bad, you closed your shop.
Yes,
Went out of business, so to speak.
Our salon, so I worked in a private suite inside a larger salon, similar to like a Sola salon, if you're familiar with that. And yeah, unfortunately, with the first shutdown, about half of our girls left. A few of those just completely went out of business and had to make career moves. And some just decided it wasn't worth still having to pay the space rent to not be able to work. So when we came back from that first initial shutdown, it was already a little bit difficult, to make ends meet on the building rent. And then 2 weeks later, we got shut down again.
Yeah.
And so another half of our girls left. And at that point, I think we were left with maybe 3 or 4 out of about 50.
So the government says everybody has to shut down. That was around mid-March, I think. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Everything, oh my gosh, 2 weeks, I'm going to be out of work. And then it was, what, a couple months?
Yeah, I think about 3.
About 3 months. I said, okay, you can all open your hair salons. You open in just, what, was it a week or 2 weeks?
2, maybe 3,
Yeah.
kind of in between there, and then shut down again.
Because all of a sudden, boom, you're out.
Boom, out after investing in, new PPE and
Yeah.
all of that. Yeah.
Now, from the beginning, you think it's just 2 weeks, and nobody said it could be indefinite.
No, right.
And so your business, which is going along pretty good, all of a sudden you had to go out of business. Tell us about that.
Yeah. So, we had a big salon of about 15, 16 renters. And when we came back from that first quarantine, the 2 weeks that lasted 3 months, about half of our renters had to leave. Many of them went completely out of business and chose different career paths. So that left only about 7 of us that came back. And then, we were able to open for 2, maybe 3 weeks. Struggle, yeah.
Because you thought you're open for good. You're buying material and
we
products,
bought so
PPEs,
much PPE,
and stuff
yes,
like that.
so much stuff, invested so much to be able to open safely, and just to be immediately shut down again. So we had, more girls that just decided they couldn't afford to pay space rent.
Because you don't get to stop paying rent just because the
No.
government shuts you down.
Right,
Yeah,
right. We still have an obligation to the building, and
even if the landlord let you go, you're going to have to pay it sooner or later, and you don't even know when you're going to open. So anyway, you shut down. But
unfortunately, our landlord wasn't even willing to work with us at all.
boy,
So.
yeah. And but you're getting a new shop, or you got a new shop?
Yeah, we did. We got a new shop, a smaller location, only has about 6 suites now, but we're really loving it. We got to, kind of hone in and really make it ours. And, I think us all coming together and working together in this has actually made us come in a little bit stronger.
But the thing is, you already have a full-time job, right? During the day,
Right.
doing what?
Homeschooling children.
Yeah. And you don't get paid for that, I would imagine.
No, we don't. And in fact, there's, that new talk about the new 300 for the unemployment. That doesn't come to people like me. People who are self-employed who don't automatically qualify for at least $100 in regular UI benefits aren't getting that extra 300. So I honestly haven't had an income since July.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And so the government could shut you down, and then you're on your own to pay all your expenses for a shop and raising your kids, being the stay-at-home mom and stuff like that. So, but you're doing it in the evenings now, a couple nights a week?
I just started this last week, taking appointments 3 days a week in the evenings for 2 hours. So it's maybe if I can fill those spots, because it's pretty hard.
How many people can you squeeze in there?
2.
2 people, so 1 an hour.
Yeah.
And hopefully you can get them. Well, on the other end of this, I wonder if there's going to be a shortage of cosmetologists.
Yeah, I feel like, we're 6 months into the shutdown now, and it's very unfortunate that people do not take our industry serious. I mean, I've had been getting spam emails, bad reviews against my business, telling me to just go out and get an essential job. And I'm sorry, I feel that, I left a nursing career to do this so that I had more time at home for my family. And, I made
Be
this...
your own boss kind of thing?
Be my own boss, make my own hours. It's what worked for me and my family. And, it's very unfortunate that... now I have to worry about my family.
Yeah. Well, you do, and you get to, and you're the kind of person that would and does, and
Right.
they still got to have some income coming in. So.
It would be nice, but unfortunately, it's...
Well, if somebody's watching, first of all, don't call her right now for the eyebrows or the body wax.
Right.
Or you don't do nails, or?
I don't do nails, no.
But don't call for any of those things. But if you need your hair done, she could do that, right?
Yeah, I can do hair
And that's
right
about
now.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not that that's a small thing. It's a big thing for most of us to get our hair cut. How should they start to make an appointment? You have a site they should go to and sign up, or you want them to call you? Or?
On my website, all available services are posted, available for booking there. My hours are a little bit crazy because, like I said, I am homeschooling 4 children right now. So I'm only available in the evenings between 6 and 8 p.m. and about 2 Saturdays a month from 9 to 3. So if that can work for you, then it works for me.
You get your hair cut. What's the website?
CrystalCosmo.glossgenius.com.
Glossgenius.com.
Mm-hmm.
CrystalCosmo@glossgenius.com. If you didn't write that down, call me. I'll give you her direct contact information.
Right.
CrystalCosmo@glossgenius.com.
They can also find me on Instagram or Facebook as well.
Anything else you want our viewers to know?
Um,
Well, you're open.
I'm open.
Doing some hair?
Very minimally. I just, at this point, I just want everybody to understand that, we're not forcing anybody into these businesses. We're just trying to make ends meet. And I think just being a kind human and understanding that if you are in fear and you choose not to have your hair done at this time, I totally respect your decision, but let's not, step on everybody else that, does depend on services such as that. I mean, and us trying to support our families.
As we know, it's the safest, cleanest industry there is.
It really is.
Do you wear a mask, or you require that your
I do wear a
guests
mask.
to wear a mask?
I don't like it, but I do it. But between each and every client, I have 20 minutes allotted between each and every client for extra sanitation and disinfecting purposes.
Very good. So it's safe, it's clean, it's Crystal Cosmo. Get your hair cut, everybody. Don't be like me and not get your hair cut. We'll be back with more Central Valley Talk right after this.